So we've been asked to uncouple the lorry from the trailer. The first thing we do to uncouple, we go around to this side and we're going to do the black system. We're going to do the brake, the legs, airlines, which is on the middle, and then we're going to go side for the clip and the kingpin lever. And what we do first of all, we pull the handbrake on, which is pull this orange lever, red lever out, handbrake on. Next thing we're going to do is going to wind the legs down. At the lever, we turn it, we wind the legs down. Legs are down. On this occasion we're just going to leave the feet just off the floor slightly, so as when we pick it up again it's easier to pick up the trailer. So we come up this side. Some people like to do the emergency airline last, so I'm going to go with the yellow one first of all. And what we do is we have a little lever, little gap, and what we do is we line it up. We've got a little nodule on the on this side of it. We're going to put our elbow into the lorry so we don't bang our elbow, because it has got plenty of air in it. We push the gold cup away and it comes out. We can just rest that for the time being over there, okay. Although we do have on this particular lorry somewhere to go, or we could have rested it there. Then we're going to take off the electrics. This one has a little place for it to go down the bottom. I like to put all the wires nice and neat. Your ABS, click it off underneath, got a little trigger, clip it off. Doesn't matter which one of these two you put in, but as long as you put in one of them. And again, I'm just going to put it on and clip that on. Tom. Then we're going to go with this electrics. They go on the floor. And then last but not least, we're going with this one. Again, you can see the little nodule just on there, look like a button, and we line up with a gap in the coupling devices on there. Again, elbow into the lorry so it doesn't bang into us. This one you pull towards you and off it comes, and we just rest it on the top there. That's fine. Make sure it's safe when we get out, so we're not going to get hit by a cyclist or a moving vehicle. And then we come to the C part of the exercise of the black system. We're going to take off the dog clip, C for clip. You can get oil on your clothes here, so be careful. And then with the kingpin lever, K for kingpin lever, we pull it forwards, so a little move forwards, pull it all the way out and then clip it on. And that's all the way out. So it's now uncoupled. The next thing we're going to do is uncouple the lorry. I've done my black system, brake, legs, airlines, clip, kingpin lever. Now I'm going to jump in the lorry. Might have to build up the air pressure before I drive away. I'm going to bring it off really slowly. So, handbrake neutral, start the engine. Air pressure's dropped a little bit, so build it up, make sure we get the air pressure into the white. I'm going to bring the tractor unit off the trailer. Check it safe. Bring it forward slowly. And when we get where the back axle is going to come underneath, it will come down, the trailer will come down quite a bit. There you go. You notice also the rear wheels have gone up quite a bit also, because they've just now built back with air. Alongside. You're just going to park your lorry alongside your trailer. We get out of the vehicle, we return to the examiner. Now the examiner is probably going to say, okay, imagine you don't know the trailer, I want you to connect your lorry up to your trailer. So we don't check the trailer yet, we're now just going to line the lorry back up with the trailer, so I'm going to do that first of all. Take your lorry as far forwards as you think you need to. Far forward as you need to. Now we get out of our lorry, and the next thing we do, so I'm now going to walk down the trailer, down the side of the lorry, check the height of the overall height of the vehicle. We don't need to check the front on this occasion. Straight, so we come down the lorry, first thing we do, find the handbrake, trailer brake, and make sure it's on. Pull it out, it's on. Legs are up. The VTG6 plate, the weight plate is there. We check the lorry. We don't have to take as long checking the side of the lorry for test purposes. Wheels are good, they're fine. This tyre is all good. Wheel nuts are good, tyre's good. Same again, all the checking the sides, etc. Wheel suppression, that's fine. Up to your lorry, to the back of the lorry. On the back of the lorry, checking the lights are okay. Lights are fine, back's okay. The number plate must match the trailer, the tractor unit number plate, and it does. Lights are good. On this side we go. Carry on with our checks. Brake suppression's okay. Tyres are good. Wheel nuts are all good. Same again, all good. Lenses good. We're all good there. Carry on all the way down the truck. All the way down. Now back to the tractor unit. So what I'm looking for here, up to here I go, look at my fifth wheel, make sure the fifth wheel plate, the lower part is lower than the trailer and the higher part is higher, so it's going to go under, pick it up a little bit, and it's going to come down and it's going to go onto the fifth wheel itself, the fifth wheel is going to go onto the kingpin lever. Okay, so we're all ready to go on. We're just now going to reverse the lorry back onto the fifth wheels onto the kingpin. On we go, nice and steady. We're going underneath, a bit more acceleration just there to get under. Taking it back until we hear 2 clicks. Ready? And we're on. Into gear, we're just going to do 2 little tugs forwards. 1, 2, and we're on. Out the lorry we get. Now what we do our system, our black system backwards. So we start with the kingpin lever, make sure it's in, which it is, and if it's in, we'll be able to put the clip on. So the clip goes on just there. If it wasn't in properly, we wouldn't be able to get the dog clip on. So we've done the K for kingpin, lever, C for clip, now we go for A for airlines. And again, you can start this way. I'm going to start away from me. So I'm going initially with my yellow airline. Again, we line up the little nodule which is there. Line up. What we do, again, push the elbow in, push that forwards, and then push it on. If you can't get it in, give it a good push with 2 hands, and then turn that away. So that is away from the little nodule. Get one of our electric lines, pop that in. Make sure that clip is on there to hold it in place. ABS. Get that. Pop it in properly. Give it a good shove in. We have to clip it till it clicks on. Can't come out. The green electric line again. Make sure it's on properly. And finally, the emergency line, the red one. So again, what we're doing is we line up them two there, we pull it back and we push it on. Same we did with the orange one, okay. Sorry, same we did with the yellow one. Pull it back, push it on, and then twist it away so it can't come undone. Elbow in, pull it back first, pull it first, then push it on. 2 hands, it clicks on, turn it away, can't come off. So the airlines are all now on. And make sure we don't get run over by a passing car or a cyclist or something. Now we go to wind the legs up, so L for legs, to the handle. I'm going to wind the legs all the way. We're winding the legs until they won't go any higher. It's important to get the feet and the legs up as high as you can. See where the groove is there, that needs to go all the way up to the top. Keep winding a bit more and go down one more turn, and that won't go anymore, so come back a little bit, pull it out, we'll put the leg handle away. Last but not least, we're going to take off the trailer brake. So B for brake, push it in, for off. Now you've done the system, you've done kingpin, clip, airlines, legs are up, brakes off. At this stage you'd ask the examiner, would you check my brake lights for me? And the examiner will then go and check your brake lights. So occasionally, when you're going to do a split couple, I've done the dog clip off, pull it forward, try and pull it out and it will move. So we either have to be rough to pull it out, or a different way. I'm going to get in the truck, now that I've released the handbrake, you should have released the 5th wheel from the kingpin. Forwards. No, it didn't. A bit rough, then the pole didn't come out. I'm going to say, for the purpose of in case things go wrong, if the legs get jammed into the floor, so if, for example, you can't wind the handle because the feet are jammed into the floor, what we do, don't worry, just come round to the front of the truck, there we go. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to turn the key to the on position, just to the ignition, not start the engine, but now watch what happens to the axle I'm going to just turn the key on. We'll listen for the key, so I'll go nice and quiet. And just watch what the rear axle does. There you go, so it just pumped a little bit of air back into the rear axle and it's just raised the trailer up slightly. What that now means is the wheel, because the tractor unit has pumped air into the back axles, it's just raised the feet off the ground slightly. Okay, so you should now be able to wind it up. If for some reason we've turned the key and it hasn't raised the rear axle enough so it doesn't get the feet off the ground and they're still jammed, what we might need to do is get some air into the truck. So we'll jump in the truck and we're going to build the air pressure up. So it is in the white, it needs to be maybe a little bit more up. Give it a little bit of acceleration if you're building up the air pressure. We've also still got the handbrake sign on, we're waiting for both lights to go out. There they go, they're both out now. Now at this stage, if it still hasn't raised, what that now means is the wheel, because the rear axle enough and the feet of the trailer are still stuck into the ground, use your air pad. That's what it's for. So you built up the air in the truck. Now on this particular pad, this Mercedes one, this one turns the control pad on. See the green light come on. And the up button is going to raise the axle up. So we press the up button and we watch it go up. And it's raised enough and then we stop. So we leave it as it is. We put the pad back and we go back around and we wind up the wheels then. When we're finished, we're going to have on the vehicle this extra light come on just there. That light's going to come on just there. So the ride height is out of line. To correct that, what we do, we use the air pad, so as soon as we've wound up the wheels, so as soon as we have put the legs up with the handbrake off, we'll come back to this side, and to turn this control off we simply press that button there and you can hear the air coming back out and you can see it come out of the trailer. So again, to repeat, this pad to operate, it's on. You do up or down. You might have needed to move it downwards for some reason. Reload it. Press stop at the angle you're after to clear that button. And it just resets the ride height. Again, one more time, to operate, it's on, up, you're raising, stop, go and do what you're doing. When you come back, you press that button to finish. Now you have two memory buttons on the pad. They are designed to set the ride height at a set level, and usually if you follow the Mercedes instruction book, it will tell you exactly how to use them. Each vehicle is a little bit different, but follow the instructions. Once you're finished, it goes back in its little casing just there. Put it in properly so you don't trip on it when you're driving, or trip on it when you get in. Now we go to wind the legs up, so L for legs to the handle. We're going to wind the legs all the way. We're winding the legs until they won't go any higher. It's important to get the feet and the legs up as high as you can. See where the groove is there, that needs to go all the way up to the top. Keep winding a bit more and go down one more turn, and that won't go anymore, so come back a little bit, pull it out, we'll put the leg handle away. Last but not least, we're going to take off the trailer brake, so B for brake, push it in, for off. Now you've done the system, you've done kingpin, clip, airlines, legs are up, brakes off. At this stage you'd ask the examiner, would you check my brake lights for me? And the examiner would then go and check your brake lights. As a driver, put all your lights on. Ignition on, lights on, fog lights on, hazard lights on, the back of the lorry. Waiting and